All right, y'all all right? All right, too to be here. Ain't that right? All right, brother, Connor, Mr. Yahuwah. We are here. We'll be getting ready to let them sign the Kato Sarah. Ain't that right? Let us know to separate asunder. So we ask those that are able, those that are able to hear. I know we getting ready to get up. Yeah, they said, we put our hands up. It's coming. And get ready to sign the Kato Sarah. Then we're going to get ready to go down all of that able as we allow to Mr. Yahuwah. Ain't that right? For direction, instruction. Ain't that right? So we can do some construction. Ain't that right? And be constructive. Ain't that right? And not destructive. Ain't that right? According to his will. Ain't that right? If he wants us to, we got to tear up something. But right now, it's time to build. Ain't that right? We're going to tear down these rotten lies, these alternate behaviors. Ain't that right? These dysfunctional patterns. Seem to have several people with those. But we're working at trying to redirect. Ain't that right? Get your mind right. That's one thing people have to consider when they come to this word. A lot of stuff you want to do. And I put this out to everybody too. When you make decisions and you do things, you always got to be willing to deal with the consequences of them. Don't go crying at nobody else when you make decisions, they're bad decisions, they're destructive decisions, then they come back and the repercussion of those decisions come back. You got to pay for them. That's what every one of us. We all, how many of y'all make decisions in your life you had to pay for them? You can't go to everybody and cry to everybody. It's not everybody else's problem. It's your problem. It's designed to be that way. It just is. It's designed to be that way. When you do certain things, you have to suffer for them because you have to start learning. When you make a decision, you got to be willing to stand behind every bits and parts of it. That's the repercussion of the decisions you make. You can say, hey, help me, help me, help me. But some things you have to battle out, like the book said, work out your own soul salvation. With Yara and trembling, fear and trembling. That's it. Y'all young people, y'all got a good opportunity now. When you make decisions, always consider the end of it. What can happen at the end of this decision? What's the worst case scenario? When you weigh the worst case scenario and you can handle it, then do it. But don't lie to yourself. A lot of times you sit in places you start to regret decisions you made. You can regret them and don't change them. Because those are decisions you made at a certain age and time point in your life. You just start to consider certain things you wear and say, you know what, I'll pass. Years ago, I jump in a hot box, that's a car. I grab one, I steal a car. Then you get old, you start realizing the worst case scenario. It ain't worth it. I'll pass. You weigh everything that happened with it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff at one time you do in your life. When you start weighing all the consequences, severity of them, it ain't worth it. Adultery, fornicating, smoking dope, getting drunk. It's a lot of other things that are attached to it that can be a whole lot more damage, especially when it comes to your soul. It ain't just the things you pay for in the flesh, here. It's the thing you got to pay for when you meet your Creator. So a lot of people feel like they gotten out of it, they paid for it here. You still got to see Mr. Yahuwah. Mr. Yahuwah can look at that was their punishment. That's not mine. Isn't that right? Mine's a lot more severe. I just let you went through that, but we ain't over yet. Let me ask you a question. When you came up here, did you consider all of the everything? When they said come up, who told you to come up? Did you just do this on your own, or somebody said, Shahid, you go up here and do that? I did it on nobody. So when you thought, what you thought? Preacher's just gonna say he okay with somebody behind him, and it's gonna be fine, and they ain't gonna be said. Did you weigh all that? Yeah, 'cause I'm safe. How many of y'all know Jahid is not safe? This man said, I'm safe with Jahid. Look at Eden Pook got his hand up. He said, yeah. He said, I don't laugh, but I know a dangerous nigga when I see him. Ain't that right? Daoud, is he safe? He not safe. Daoud. He looking, he right, he like, I'm looking at that dangerous nigga there. He know what he doing. But like I said, when you make decisions, always weigh it. And then you gotta be willing to stand for it. Y'all got it? Everybody, I'm just telling you, some decisions you make can be death-defying. It can cost you your life, just like with serving Yahuwah. This will cost you your life. You got to consider it. Yahushua served him. What happened to him? A lot of people come over, they say, I don't want to die. I ran and come here because I didn't want to die, but I came to death. I just came to die a better way. See, the way I was going to die before, it had a bad end to it. The way I'm going to die now, I look at, I can have Olam Kai, which is live forever. Y'all got it? So that's why I'm here. Consider every decision. I lost some people along the way. I lost some people along the way. I ain't talking about him, I'm talking about I lost kids and lost some other people and friends that I thought were friends and other people, acquaintances and other things you lose. But that, you know, you have to count up the cost. A lot of times people feel like when you go this way, you'll gain people. You'll gain truer people, but there's a lot of people you're going to find they're going to have to fall away because they ain't going to be true with it. That's just being honest. You lose some people too now. As we're gaining, you lose some. And that's how I look at it. But it come along with it. I wouldn't change it, though. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't go back and try to, readjust it and do something different than what it was, than how he planned it. That had to happen this way. Y'all know that? It's got to be this way. Isn't that right? I ain't getting no 4-1. People saying, it's tough. The stuff you suffer. You say, yeah, I'm ready for it, but some of the stuff that'll come ain't what you're thinking. So you got to keep your mind always kind of open, accepted to however he decides, whatever he allows. You got to be good with it. After all, that's for your soul's salvation. You hate to die and leave him be a transgressor. You got to stand and meet this man. If you come to meet this man, he got to play for everybody that transgress. Y'all know that? That's the truth. Everybody that transgress, he got something against him. So my goal is to make sure that we're not transgressing when he come back here. All right? All right, we're going to let them get ready to sound the Kato Sarah. So all those that, when they hear the sound of the Kato Sarah, we'll be going down. All right, gentlemen. All right, all those that are able. Most High Kudash Abba, which is the separated Father, Hadu, which is thanks. All the Tudah is unto Yahushua HaMashiach for all that he's done for us, and according to your Kitabeams, which are your writings, your scriptures, for the Rikam, which are the mercies, for the Ahab, which is the affection, for Shama, Ariel, all of your Dabarim, which is for hearing all of your words, and then acting thereupon. According to the Berifu Shabbat, to Abraham, Yatsakak, Yacob, the Yahudym, and Yasharal, to their Tuladah, which are their generations, even unto us, and even unto our Tuladah, that you would grant us this Rikam, which are the mercies, this opportunity to be able to come before you in Sagad, which is to prostrate ourselves or bow ourselves before you, that we might shikah you, which is worship you. We ask you to blot out all our kata and our ma'al, which are our sins and our transgressions, granting us an opportunity to have a right to the Atsakai, which is the tree of life, that we might kai thereby, which is live by. Asking you to barak those that we commit to you in Palau, those that support your Dabarim, those that ask us Palau with them and for them, for the out-of-towners that you strengthen and baraka them. Those in war-stricken country, disease and pestilence, behind prison walls, bereaved, the married, the single, the separated, the sick, the afflicted, those gone astray and those taken from us, recover especially our young adults and our benin, which are our children. Ask you to allow us into your Darak, into the Arak, to a Bethany everlasting Malku. Ask you to Barak your Ra'ah, your Shamayim, and your Sabut, Jerusalem, the city and foundation of peace. Asking you to open our understanding that we might understand the Kitabeams, which are the writing scriptures. Ask you to search us to see if there be anything that could stagnate or hinder us, cause us to doubt or aman, which is believe, disbelieve, that would cause us to hesitate to doing your Kudash will, which is your separated will, and lead us in the way everlasting. As we prepare to move further, we ask you to take full control, that you get the Tahalim, the praises, the Kabud, which is the glory, and the Kabah, which is the honor, and the Shem, which is the name of Yahushua HaMashiach. Let us all say, Amen. Woo! Woke up this morning with my mind. Goodness. I know where your mind was, but your voice should have been gone. Who that, Dwayne? Terrible. You were never a singer. What if I blaspheme? Go against all the stuff in the book. Can I be saved? How many of y'all know you can't be saved? Why he want to ask? What if I stand on the right hand of Satan, help him destroy all the Kudash and cause them to fall? Can I be like, no. Nelson, no, just stop it. Just like I told Martin when he said he was the Lord's best servant. He said, well, I might not be a best or worse. I'll wait till he come back. I said, no, you ain't got to wait. You're not. He said, oh, I'm not? No, not at all. Some answer people want, you can get them today.
That's right.
This is Romans 15 and 4.
Yes, sir.
So we'll read for him again. This is the Beth Mashiach, where he's believed to have gone back and copied this and put it in the Abari writing from the Greek and the Latin, the Vulgate, which is the Latin Vulgate, and translated it into Abari. I always say believe to have, because I don't know that correctly, fully, but we do know that our books were written in our language. So it makes sense for it to be transformed and put back, so we can get back to recovering ourselves. See, we are at a distance right now with our maker, because we got a break in the speech. And while some people don't think it's important, it's very important for us to know our language.
It's true.
Okay? So we'll look at why. Let's see what happened. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before.
Whatever was written before.
Nikatab for our lungs.
It was written to teach us. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
To guide us. So that through
endurance
and
Nakum
and through consolation
of the Ketubim
we
might have your call.
That's right. Let's see what your call is again, please. It's always good to know, so you keep an understanding. Kazgak. Y'all remember that? To be strong, to seize, to be courageous. Where y'all remember him saying this at?
Jerusalem.
That was you, Chris, after that? That was you, Lee?
Mm-hmm.
I know he could have got it right. That, what you said? What you say, Jay? Yeah, Jay. You said who? What did he tell them to do?
Quick, you beat me.
What you say?
Nothing.
What's it? Your daddy got it right. What you think about that? He should have got it right. That's what I'm talking about. Well, Hashakai said he got a wrong answer. You know what? I hope, God almighty. They just did that 2-week quarantine in Japan. He might have got it. I thought he was supposed to stay home too for the Olympics. Why they go over there? What were they expecting? The hottest corona spot on the earth in the hemisphere is Japan, and them folks actually want to compete. They got a 2-week shutdown mandatory. They already got athletes came up with corona. Being greedy. That's just being greedy. You're gonna risk everything, get that little piece of trinket, little piece of busted up little Coke can that they done spray painted gold and gave. No, they ain't getting no nigga no gold.
That's right.
Take it to the pawn shop. That's how we know they were.
That's right.
Ain't that right? You remember the old boy he took that watch up down to the pawn shop from Trading Places? Mm-hmm. He said, this watch tells time simultaneously in 5 European countries and on the world. He said, in here, $50.
$50.
I don't care what you paid for it. Here is $50.
That's right.
So if your gold medal ain't good, take it to the pawn shop. Pawn shop gonna tell the truth.
That's right.
DeVal, you been to the pawn shop, DeVal? Not late, but you been now. When was not lately? When was the time you remember before not lately? A couple years ago. How many of y'all go to the pawn shop? The pawn stuff. Yeah. I ain't gotta let it go. The pawn shop tell you what it worth. If the pawn shop give you anything for it, that's how you know it worth. The pawn shop said, man, get that shit out of here.
Yep.
Don't try to sell it nowhere else.
That's right.
No, you might get a crackhead to do it. I had a cousin, he a crackhead. He sold his mama, she was old too. She had some of them hot, you remember them old for them hot pillar shoes they used to wear with that thick rub on the bottom? He did, got the drug dealer games, a rock for it, and he also got and sold one punch bowl. Goodness. Not the punch bowl, the cup. I said, well, these jokers hurting on him bad. Goodness. I don't know what kind of rock they gave you. What is a drug dealer gonna do with a punch bowl glass? Maybe his mama missing one for a set. He like, I'll give you a rock for it for my mama. That's crazy. What happened, Rudy?
I said if I see something that I want to get, I trade something that I don't want.
Okay. We didn't want the whole story. No, yeah, good. Nah, I don't say you see something you want, you'll swap something for it.
Yeah, I'm seeing high price stuff coming.
High price stuff. Then what you be swapping out?
I got some old equipment.
Old equipment. Oh, you be getting that sound equipment. You still be making beats? Mix it. You mixing now? You gonna take it into the market? He said we're gonna send that mixing master. What you got something new, Rudy? We get him. Rudy, mix something and say, no, I'm gonna get mix just two one back there. I wanna just say something. You might not be finished, but we'll just hear what you got. All right, we'll see what he got. Rudy said we'll see. Rudy ain't making no promises now. All right, let's go ahead and see what your call is the word we look. We don't use hope. It means to wait. Y'all got it? This is said to be patient. We don't pay hope no attention. Y'all got it? That's what we do. We cause to tarry, cause to trust, cause to wait. That's why we use your call instead of wait. This is the Abari word. And this is what we do. When the English going back, this is what they're telling us basically from their writings. These are the words they have that closely resemble this word. This is just fiction. This is what made niggas slaves. This is what made a nigga go to job and hope to one day have his own business. He don't never break away from it because they going to lock him in. They going to never let him break away from it.
That's right.
Let me tell you something. We were talking down a couple of things. The system is not designed for everybody to have money. The system is not designed for everybody to make it. Y'all can see just from the little money they put out here. Y'all know why you find it so low amounts of products, supplies? That's what happened when everybody get money.
That's right.
People can afford not to work.
That's right.
You can't afford a system where people don't work.
That's right.
Which means you're going to have to put people in more debt.
Yes, sir.
That's why they're locking these people in the houses so they can change the game on.
Yes, sir.
So they'll have to go to work.
Come on.
If you don't want to lose your house.
Come on.
If you don't want your car to get repossessed. Part of keeping you is by giving you debt, liability.
Yep.
So with debt and liability, it causes you to stay here and you'll keep working.
Yes, sir.
That's why it's a lot of people want their own business. You know what they say? Shoot, I can't afford it because they lock them down.
That's right.
They're going to underpay them and they're going to keep them to where they can't afford to miss it. Debt going to overwhelm them to where they can't afford to miss a week. You can't afford to miss a day. How many of y'all when did work while you couldn't afford to miss a week? I used to work. I needed my money. I couldn't afford to miss no week. I need that money. A week will put you further behind.
That's right.
If you just where you need to be, you can't afford to be off.
That's right.
You need some extra, some overtime. That's how they keep you in the part of the system.
Yep.
So you never break away. If you ever thinking these white folks finna get niggas $1 million a piece, $400,000, $500,000 for some saving stuff, who gonna be working? White folks ain't gonna work because they don't know how to work. They ain't worked in so long. Ever since they brought the niggas in and messed up with the Indians. Indians ain't gonna work for nobody. Indians will die. They call it respect. I call it stupidity. They got something up. Indians will die. How many of y'all had an Indian work for you? You got an Indian work for you? What kind of Indian was it? Apache. Shit, he didn't even have a whole shirt. That's why he working. You get one of them niggas, yeah, Apache. All the time you put a patch, well, hold it, think about it. You put a patch on. Listen, this style going to roll. Y'all can laugh now, laugh later. You know they gonna laugh, but David Chappelle say the same shit I said.
Yep, yeah, right.
I'm like, damn, I said the same thing.
That's right.
That's right. That's how it be funny. Wait till Eddie Murphy get up, that little sweet ass. Got that Johnny Gill boot on his lip. Oh man, him and Johnny Gill, that's just sick. They put up an old video, we try to remember a song, Stacey Latta song and Johnny Gill song. I said, sick now. Just disgusting. I said, that when he was a young booty eater, just before they turned him out. They get these young boys, they turn them out here. Sports, acting and singing. I'm telling you, man, you get a lot of, every now and then they just pick them, just pluck them. I'm telling you, these people dangerous out here. They'll pick them. They'll catch one of them kids, got aspiration, looking for something. Parents ain't, both of them ain't down. Nobody take care of them. You know what? I'm going to look out for you. That thing no coach got them butt naked. Acting coach got them butt naked. Y'all watch that stuff. Y'all hear me? I'll be watching folks. Like, hey, man, I just want to give you all this money. Say, hey, man, I ain't giving you no booty. They be like, yeah, all right, then. I was just playing. I'm telling you, nobody walk up there and hand you no pocket full of no money. I don't believe no fools like that. Let me jump here and ride with you in this car. Then. I ain't giving you no booty. Ain't gonna pull off. That's how you checking. Just check. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all hear me? You young kid, y'all hear me? Y'all check everybody. Y'all got me? Folks just don't walk up and give you no whole pocket full of no money now. You make sure ain't nothing attached to it, like that ass. No. Y'all ain't got to say it like that, so I ain't got no boom boom. So you can't get no boom boom. Y'all hear him tell me you don't want to hear boom boom. All right, want to do, come on, come on, dumb use them. I'm going to ride up in that car. Hey, yo, man, come on, get in the car with me and ride.
No, I can't use that boom boom.
That don't tell me. That don't tell me, man. That don't tell me, tell you. Ain't no boom boom. No, we not getting no boom boom. Y'all little kids remember that? Candy, money. So I ain't got no boom boom before we eat it. I'm going to tell you, they laugh. I had a partner of mine. Well, he was a partner of mine back then. He met around, got locked up and sat in that man. Dude had gained that honey bun, let him eat it. Dude told him he need to get that honey bun. He said, I ain't got no honey bun. Dude said, you got one. Y'all, they're laughing now. Listen, I found out some more friend of mine. He saw that bad man. Everybody give you no honey bun in jail, man, for free. He ate that. He ate that thing up. Told he need to get it back. He said, man, I ain't got no honey bun. Needless to say, that man got that honey bun back. I'm saying he got that man. He was in plaiting hair. I had somebody told me, they say, man, you said that's the way. And they was States. They said, man, that nigga down there plaiting hair. I said, plaiting hair? I said, man, he was selling that bed, man. Dude gave him that honey bun. Dude told you to get that honey bun back. I said, look at this. Yeah, he moved. He couldn't even come. He got out. He didn't come back in. He went down to the country. Well, people didn't know him. I was riding, I was fishing. I seen that nigga. I said, hey, that. I said, he was playing hair. Woo! I just kept riding. I didn't want to see that nigga, man. Hurt my heart like that. You know what I'm saying? These supposed to mess y'all up. Y'all young people. These kids, y'all hear me? Y'all kids, y'all hear me? What y'all supposed to say? I ain't got no boom boom. And that's my pocket full of money. Free rides. How many of y'all want a free PlayStation? You want free? Well, the white got your boom boom. Don't worry about you. But I'm saying these kids, I'm just trying to tell stuff practical. Y'all know how much that stuff costs? That's $1,200. Nobody ain't just walking up and handing out no $1,200 machine for nothing. Y'all just had to watch people because people have attachment to stuff. I'm telling y'all that for a reason. People have attachment to stuff. You always want to just make sure you don't lock yourself in there. Y'all got it? Be able to lead back out there like a man.
That's right.
So this is why we look at the scripture. It teaches us to wait. You waiting for what? I'm waiting for something. Y'all got it? I'm tarrying, which is the wait. I'm trusting something. So my hope is what I'm trusting in. I'm trusting this book and what he said to be right. I got an expectation. Makes sense. It's got to make sense while you're using it. Listen, when certain things happen, you always want to be able to kind of size them or examine them against the word. In the event that happened, you always got to size it against the word to see how it fits. You know, how many of y'all been shopping? You'll get some pants. You don't get, I get them, I put them, I said, but right here, see. Okay, nah, they ain't going to work. Because I'm measured by, I'm going to be wearing, I know what size of shirt, man. Look and say, yeah, they ain't going to work, that's too big. Like, here we go, he get shirt that big. He says it's a little small, but I'm going to try to make it fit anyway. We went out there, he was looking for some 5X shirt. I said, 5X? Yeah, I'm like, no, that's too much. I don't know what he measured his up in. But what I'm saying is, that's how you have to do when it comes to the word. You got to be able to measure up the behavior, measure up what the actions that you're going to do to make sure it fits. Y'all got it? So it don't fit. You know what you do. Just like when something don't fit, you go to the store, what you do. Except for humpback. Humpback say, put it in the buggy. And now he said, put it in the buggy. If it's medium, he said, you put it in the buggy, take it home, wash it in hot water, soak it, then you put it in the dry for 4 hours. A medium? But that's what he do. So that's what you want to try to do when it comes to the word. You want to measure it out to make sure it fits. That's where we at, and that's what we got to start considering. Y'all got it? That makes sense? All right, we go back to what we're looking at. That whatever was written aforetime was written for our learning, that we through patient comfort of the Yahudym might have hold. 2 Corinthians 4:1 might have your call. Your call. Y'all got it?
Sir.
See what happened? 2 Corinthians 4:1. We remember how it reads in James' version. We'll see how it reads him. 2 Corinthians 4:1. Listen.
Therefore, seeing we have this charlotte.
Well, there it said therefore. He said therefore we have it. We got it. We got it. Y'all got it? The Shoreth, which is the ministry. The Shoreth, which are what they would call ministers. Even as
we have received recom.
That's right. We receive mercies, recom.
We
Or
faint.
con. Well, they're going to tell them we receive con. So the con is favor. That's what we got. We got favor. Y'all got it? You look at somebody get something, it's a favor. Like people do favors for you, what they typically going to expect? They don't want a favor in return. If I do this favor, they're going to be looking for something else. So he's looking for us to do something. I've given you something, and I've done this to you as a favor. Then I'm looking for you to reciprocate. Okay? Let's see what happened.
We faint not.
We don't lose heart. That's what having faint. When you look at the word definition for faint, it would be something like to become spiritless or exhausted. Okay? Like when people fall out, they'll say, I don't know how I just passed out. They become exhausted, become almost spiritless. Sometimes people faint and die. So what happened, he's saying here, when they're using faint, wouldn't be actually to what he's saying it would be. It would actually be, we don't lose hope. We ain't lose hope. We're not lost hearted, or we hadn't given up. Y'all got it? Because of these different things. Because we understand it's by con, he giving it to us. Listen. 2.
But have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty.
He said the secret things are there. This is where we at, what people got to consider. Renounce. Let's look at what renounce is. See, these are things that everybody need to consider. Why is he writing this? What's the purpose of this writing, this letter? Because he just said, we have this Shareth. He said now, and he told you how we got it. So to renounce is to formally declare one's abandonment of a claim, right, or possessions. That's what I mean to renounce. People say, I might remember from, I tell you, who know where they might remember this from? That's right. Tell them what he do. That's what he did. Our king told him he renounced his throne. When the girl, she said, you can't just do that. He said, I just did it. So to renounce, see, they'll use stuff like that in a company, and niggas won't pay attention to what they're actually saying. The man's saying that he's now abandoned a claim. If you have a claim on something, you say, no way, I just renounce it. Or a right to something. Or possessions. So now let's go back and look at what he's talking about. That's to formally do it. Okay? Let's go back and look. Or let's on a second, go back to the bottom. Go back, please. Second is to reject and stop using or consuming. This is what we're going to look at. All right, let's go back. But we have renounced the secrets of, that's what we got rid of. We stopped using, we stopped taking, we stopped doing. So that's what he's saying. But we have renounced the secret things of dishonesty, not walking in
craftiness,
the customs of a heap, nor falsifying. That's what he's talking about. Custom would be something. Well, let's look at what custom is. I'm sure we all know what custom is, but let's look at what the definition for custom is. That'd be a ritual behavior, a traditional and widely accepted way of behaving or doing something that is specific to a particular society, place, or time. That's what he's saying. We renounce and we quit. We're not walking according to these people's customs. Y'all got it? Traditional and widely accepted way of behaving or doing something that is specific to a particular society, place, or time. That's what he's saying, what they quit and resign from. Y'all got it? All right, let's go back. What do I say? I said that Pacific, but it's not p.
Right.
It's specific. It's specific. That's funny. Let me hear you say it since you laughing, Joker. What you say? That's the one. He said, let me hear it again. That's what I said. We're saying the same thing of a heap nor falsifying.
Nor handling the bar of Elohim deceitfully.
Well, he just basically said nor falsifying. Y'all hear that? Nor falsifying the word of Elohim. Let me see. Let me see something. I don't know. Shoot. See if it's Micah, the 7th chapter. Why am I thinking Micah? Mikyah. They'll call it Micah. I'm saying Mikyah. We'll go back. Right here. Come back down. Come back. Right here. Mikyah. 7. Let me see 3. Come back up for a second. Come back down. Back up. I'm sorry. I said, 3. Let's see 3 and read down. I'm trying to think. My mind. Make y'all. Did you move it back? Did you intend to move it back? Did you move this back? That's all right. Is it still good? This way? So why was you up here? I know my enemy. Y'all gotta know your enemy. Tell nobody don't be doing that for free. I ain't got no boom boom. And you got it all. All right, listen. I don't know, let's say.
That they may do Rasha with both hands, earnestly, the Sar asked, and the Shaphat asked, for a reward, and the great Ish, he uttereth his mischievous desire, so they wrap it up.
Okay. No, falsifying the balances. Almost 5.
I'm
8 and 5. That's tight, yeah. Appreciate it. Almost 8 and 5. You talk about falsifying the balances. I could not remember my mind, just remember. You know what? I thought about that, but 8 and 5, 9. It's going down to him darkening the arise. Do 8 and 1. See what he's like. Who was he like? It's an 8 and 1. Amos, they call it Amos. And the reason why we come here, Amos means burden. So his name was Burden or Burdensome. Let's see what burdensome is. What's the name? Burdensome? Burden or burdensome? Huh? Burden bearer? Yeah, burdensome. Let's look at the word burden. We'll have to go look at the operation. Let them see it. So we'll use English, whatever they want to use. These people, we'll look at all of it, because at the end of the day, we want to know what it means. So a man named Burden, let's find out what a burden, that's not the right one, is it? Did we spell that right? No. B-R-D-E, okay, burden. a burden, a duty or misfortune that causes hardship, anxiety, or grief, a nuisance. Y'all got that? So that's what you want to remember what his name was. Okay? That's what his name meant. Anxiety. So you got to think about it. When he was told, so you got to hear Yahuwah tell you something. You got to go, this man had anxieties. Now people take pills for this shit. Just to have something to do. People just be all on kind of stuff. I don't know. People now end up pill poppers and junkies.
That's right.
Every time they see something, they just get on something, want somebody to give them something to get them high, to fake out, to get off something, to get away, escape something. Amazing they don't do it before they go do crazy shit.
That's
they do
right.
it after, so they can cover up for what they're doing, but you can't cover because the bed's shorter.
That's right.
So basically, you look at this man's name here, it was a duty or misfortune that causes hardship, anxiety, or grief, or it's a nuisance. Okay? So we'll go back, responsibility. Okay. So let's go back and look at thus
hath the Adon Yahuwah shoot unto me
he shewed unto me, and behold,
a basket of kayits.
hold on for a minute, hold on. Who touched it out?
You did.
Yeah. Kayets. Kayats. Kayats. Okay. Y'all got it? All right, listen.
And he said, Amuz, what seest thou?
What do you see?
And I said, a basket of kayits. Then said Yahuwah unto me, the end is come upon my arm of Yasharal. I will not again pass by them anymore.
Let's see what happened.
And the serene of the Mashakan shall be howled in that yum. Says
I
Yahuwah
call
Elohim.
this, he called this what he used for temple on this one.
Yes, sir.
They shall howl
In that yum,
in that day,
saith Yahuwah Elohim, there shall be many mute bodies in
Corpse.
every Malkum.
in every place.
They shall cast them forth with silence.
They're going to cast them forth in silence. So where y'all think he was right now? What state? You said Mizraim? That's anxiety.
Yeah.
I got anxiety. You just told me what you see, and I told you. You said the end has come upon their people.
Yeah.
I mean, this is anxiety. I got to tell you, the end is coming. He's getting ready to destroy us. He's getting ready to wipe these people out. Now he's setting the songs of these people. It's going to be howling. These people not going to be giving no song. These people say, praise time. These songs, these people they're going to be howling. They're going to be crying.
Right.
So this man had to look at, this is a lot to bear. This is anxiety. This is, my stress level is up dealing with these people. This, you know what I'm saying? It's a nuisance.
Right.
Because now it looks like I'm bothering people whenever I come. You know what I'm saying? They like, I hate it. Who want to see him come saying, thus say Yahuwah? First of all, what's your name? Moose. What could you possibly be coming to tell us to help us?
Right. That's right.
Whatever you're going to tell us is going to be something heavy on us, and hard
That's
to
right.
bear.
That's right.
And people don't want to see him come. Let's see what burden is again, please. A duty or misfortune. This man had a job to do this, and it's unfortunate. A misfortune that causes hardship, anxiety, or grief. It's tight. Back me back up. Go to Yeshayahu, chapter 53 and 1. And we go here, why? Correct. His name means that Yahuwah has saved. So we be going back and look at how. That's what his name means. It means Yahshua is saved and delivered. We're trying to go back and see where the deliverance at. Okay?
Yes, sir.
That's what it means, saved. He's saved, delivered. Let's see what he told us at 53 and 1, because that's his name. Tells us that Yahuwah has saved. He has delivered. You ain't gonna believe it. Listen what he said.
Who hath among our report?
Who believe the message? Who believe he saved? Your name, let me get this straight. Now, we still serve and go there, and you say he saved. I don't believe it. But this is what he told you. Who has among our report? Your name is he saved. He delivered. Who believes that? That's what he asked. Who believes it? And what else do you want to know?
And to whom is the arm of Yahuwah revealed?
Hold what you got. 52 and 9. Same book. See, we came along as a Christian reading. We read right there. You want to read from them little skit parts, them little happy go parts that everybody else say and they look at. But this is what he told us. Listen, 52 and 9, same book. Listen.
Break forth into Shusha.
Hold on for a minute. What do you want them to do?
Break forth into Shusha.
He wanted them to break forth into singing. Or what did he tell them? Laughter? What did he tell them?
Joy.
With joy. Somebody saying break joy neck. break forth, sing together. This is what he told them to do.
Ye waste Malcolm of Jerusalem.
That's tight. Because he told Amos that he was going to come in and the songs of the place were going to be howling.
Wow.
Yeah.
He told Amos.
That's right.
He said the songs of the Hakal were going to be howling.
That's right.
He talked about a destruction coming on. Look what he just told these people to do now. Break forth and sing.
Together. Waste places.
Because when I pass through this town, I'm going to destroy the place. Now he tell you to go ahead and rejoice. You ain't going to believe why. Because Yahuwah has saved. He has delivered.
Right.
The problem became, who has believed it?
Right.
Who has believed it? He telling the waste places to go forth and they want to rejoice. Go figure. Let's say.
For
Listen.
Yahuwah hath comforted his arm.
Comforted?
His arm.
That's like the rapist. Therapist. Y'all know if you break down therapist, it means the rapist. Because they get in your mind, make therapist. Right now, the T-H-E, then the rape. A-R-A-P-I-S-T-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me. Everybody gonna give you no respect without something. She begging for respect. What was she doing? The reason she need respect.
Right.
That stuff folks ain't looking at. You know they claim she got pregnant by her daddy.
That's what they say.
You heard that in Frank Ted. Aretha Franklin got pregnant by her daddy. You heard
right.
that? Ain't some of you heard that before? They claim Reverend Franklin might have touched her. They heard that. That's what they claim. A lot of folks don't know about that.
That's right.
How many of y'all young folks have never heard that before? Sure, that's what they claim. Her daddy raped her. And while daddy had sex with her, she had a baby. That's why she took off and ran. Yeah, her first child supposed to be by her daddy. That's what they said. Let me tell you something. These old bastards been dirty for years. This
That's
ain't
right.
These
That's
bastards
right.
not new. If her dad ain't do it to her, some of these bastards just like that. They just dirty bastards. For whatever reason it is, these guys get off of messing with kids and mess with these young kids and whatever that. I don't assign to it. I don't agree with it.
That's right.
I said kill the bastard.
Yeah.
Dead or not, his ass need to be dead and buried somewhere. Early, alive. Break forth, sing together. Waste places of
Jerusalem.
For Yahuwah has comforted his
arm.
He has
redeemed Jerusalem.
Let's see what redeemed is again. Or redeemed. Because it's ED. That means it's past tense. He's done it. That's why you're getting it from a man whose name is Yashayahu, who told you that Yahuwah has delivered, Yahuwah has saved. So it makes sense to tell you that he has redeemed, not he's going to redeem. Got it? He's telling you the actions already happened. And who does that? Compensate for the faults or the bad aspects of something. He said he redeemed. For what happened in Jerusalem when they got destroyed, when they got torn down, Yahuwah has redeemed. Hello? He said, I already took care of that. Already made up for that. See, that's why we look at the book. You're called. That's why we tarry. That's why we wait. Because he said, I'm going to make up for it. Y'all got it? It's redeeming, so the act is going on now. Compensate for the faults or bad aspects of something. That's why we're here. We trust him to do that. Rescue. He rescued them. And he justified them, and he vindicated. You know who could do this right here? A shafet, which is a judge. A shafet can justify. When a person go to court and they asking for vengeance or asking for restitution, a judge, a shafet, is the person that sit here, and that person could officiate. That's all they're doing is officiating the case and say, you right, this belongs to you. Or no, you shouldn't get it. Y'all got it? At that point, it been more or less condemned. But that's what we look at. Yahuwah rescued Jerusalem, he justified Jerusalem, and he vindicated it. Got it? Yes, sir. Okay, let's go back. So it just makes sense when you read and understand. Let's go back to what we're reading, please. Okay. He has, he's vindicated, he's rescued, he's justified Jerusalem. Okay. Verse 3. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Yahuwah
hath made bare his Kodash arm.
Look what he did. Yahuwah has bare his Kodash arm in
the of all the Goim,
that,
and all the ends of the Arach shall see the Yeshua of our Elohim.
See that? Now this makes sense because what did he do? Hello? He showed us how he redeemed, how he rescued it. That was the purpose of why they stripped Yahushua's clothes off. Remember, they put all 70 of his titles. You had 7 different, it would believe they have 70 different writings of his name. So all these different goings were here. They saw him. They took his clothes off. He told you I made back. He told him to sit down here. So if I may bear my right arm, what did I do? I took his clothes off. So everybody could see him.
Right.
That's how I justified and vindicated Jerusalem. These people don't know what they're doing in this book. That's what we got. 19, 18, Yehukanan. See, I don't have no note card, cue card. We'll look at the book, we'll examine the words, we'll look at what it say, and let you make a judgment for yourself. Don't let nobody impress nothing on you. The man said he did something. Let's look and see if he do it. The only reason you heard about it then, because this is one of his characteristics. I declared it in at the beginning. So that's why he said, who believes that? Who believes that? That's why Yeshayahu asked you, who believed it? Why would you? You know what they say, sin. That's why he said, I'm going to let everybody see it. Yehukanan. 19, 18. All right, listen.
Where they crucified him, and 2 other with him on either side, one, and Yahushua in the midst.
In the middle. All right.
And Pelotus katab a title and put it on the 2.
Well, here they said tablet. It makes sense. You could write stuff on a tablet. And placed it over the crucifixion.
And the katab was Yahushua of Nazareth, the Malak of the Yahudym.
So you said Nazareth, it said Nazareth. The Malak he's the emperor of the Yahudym. Listen.
This title then read many of the Yahudym.
Many Yahudym read this inscription.
For the Malkum, where Yahushua was crucified, was nigh to the city.
It was close to the city.
And it was Katab in Abri.
See that? They even know it. Look what they put in parentheses. That's what you call, they know it's Abri. But they put Hebrew in parentheses because they know this word does not make sense.
Right.
Greek.
Which the Greeks would be the Yarenith, whatever they call themselves. And
Latin.
So letting you know it's the Roman. Let me see what happened.
Then said the Rosh Kohanim of the Yahudym to Pelotus, Katab not the Malak of the Yahudym.
Please do not write the Malak of the Yahudym, but
that he said, I am Malak of the Yahudym.
I said, don't do that. Don't put over like he is our ruler. Put up that he claimed that he was our ruler. Now, when they told us this, again, they showed you slide it back up, go back up again. When they told us here, what's believed, why you gonna see Abari, you see Chief where they going first, because that's our people, our language. Then you see the Greeks, because the Greeks were the next Roman, then you see the Roman. These were the three dominant languages. They're gonna be in Jerusalem for our people, so it's gonna make sense that you're only recording these three. But it's believed that there were 70 different languages wrote up there, because everybody there were from different cultures. Our people dwelt among many people. It makes no sense that you only wrote this in three languages. All right, let's see how they work. Acts of the Apostle right quick. Acts chapter 2. Go down to verse 4. This is 2 and 4, Acts of the Apostles. Listen.
And they were all filled with the Ruach HaKodesh and began to speak with other tongues.
We never told you they spoke in no unknown tongue. This is what Christian churches teach, and that's why they're ignorant. First of all, this word other wouldn't even be here. The only reason you find other and unknown is because they didn't know how to differentiate between the two. Other simply telling you that that was a language known. They weren't speaking in their own language. As the
Ruach gave them utterance.
Gave them to speak. That's why basically utterance will be, I think, understanding or be able to speak. Let me say 5. Let's see what happened.
And there were dwelling at Jerusalem.
Listen who were dwelling in Jerusalem.
Yahudym,
fearful ones of Elohim.
devout, unashamed, out of every Goyim.
They was out of every nation. Out of every nation under.
Shamayim.
Listen here, these people were from they were Yahudym, but they were out of every nation. From every nation. Are we the only nation? So it's only 3. I said they were there from 3 nations.
Yeah.
Let's see what happened.
Now, when this was noised abroad,
and when it occurred, this sound,
the multitude came together.
The people of the crowd came together
and were confounded.
And were confused. Let's see why.
Because that every each heard them speak in his own language.
In his country language. These people, they are made a fool. This is what a Christian church used to justify speaking in tongues.
Yep.
You can't be more dumber. Then you sit here, they clearly telling you that the people were confused that were there because they heard them speak in the language of their country. Let's see what their country was. Yahudym. You know you can't be Yahudym, you're not in Jerusalem. Let's see what happened.
And they were all amazed and marveled, saying one to another, Behold, are not all these which speak Galileans?
The Benim of Galilee, which means they were speaking Abari. They should have been speaking their language. All right?
And how hear we every each in our own tongue?
Let me say, how is it that we each hear them in an unknown tongue in which we weren't born? How did you come up with this retarded doctrine when it'll clearly tell you how is it that we each one of us hear them in our in which we were
born,
but they're Yahudym. These niggas gonna tell you can't be Yahudym unless you're born in Jerusalem. He just told you these people just told they were born somewhere else and they were Yahudym.
That's right. That's right.
So how they Yahudym?
That's right.
And they weren't born in Jerusalem. They weren't born in Yehuda. See, you let white folk play you out. The white folk done punked you out of being African.
Yep. That's
they
right.
punk them out every time. White folk punk y'all out your stuff. Because they know you're not intelligent.
That's right.
They know you're going to deal with some dumbass preacher going to tell you a lie and sell you off on something.
Yep.
You share everyone needs church. Listen, Christian church don't want no truth.
Nope.
How many of y'all you need somebody to explain to you how is it we hear you speak in the language that each one of us were born in our country, from the country we're in, and you come up with, that's an unknown tongue. Let's see how they work. Come on. I don't know how you go back to Christianity and be that dumb. You read it in your book and you that dumb.
That's right.
Listen.
Parthians.
All this is in Shamayim. And?
Medes.
And?
Elamites.
And?
Dwellers in Mesopotamia.
What you gonna say? Amram, Naharim.
And in Yehuda. And Cappadocia.
Well, he got that different. And?
And Pontus.
And?
And Osula,
Asura, they're going to call it Asia. They need to put Asher. Okay.
Phrygia,
And
Pamphylia, and Mizraim,
that they call Egypt and
in the parts of Libya,
See that Libya, they talk about, why y'all think they invade Libya now? People don't know that Libya is an unstable country today.
yes,
One of the countries you said unstable today. And you know why they keep it? Because a lot of your people, that's why your language can be found in all these different places. Because people like you were there.
that's right,
Why y'all think they destroyed Libya?
that's right.
Man, hell, put, all these different names. That's not even their real name. You don't look at it on the put.
That's right.
Because that's going to be recorded in your book. All
That's
these
right.
places, they destroyed these places.
That's right.
Every place you've been, they destabilized. Why you think what they call Israel, they destable?
Right.
Why y'all think all these places are destable? Iraq, why y'all think all these places? Because you were there. Information, your knowledge was there. You were there. There's proof to your existence before white people. Which was,
About Cyrene and strangers of Rome,
and the visitors from Rome, look at that,
Yahudym and proselytes,
and converts. That's what a proselyte is, a convert. Let's see what happened, 11. Let's see what they told you.
Cretes and Arabians,
Greece, look, Arabian, you was in Arabia. The Saudis got it now. Behold,
we do Shama.
slow it
them
down.
speak.
We do not understand what tongue they speaking in.
We do Shama.
And that's a great deed of Elohim. We do
Shama them speak
hear them in
our tongue,
own language speaking
the wonderful works of Allah.
of the great deeds of the Elohim.
Yes, sir.
That's how I know it was more than 3 names on there too.
That's right. That's right.
Because these people showed up for Ukal Shabur.
That's right.
They showed up for Pesach too.
That's right.
Yeah.
You had 3 appointments you had to be here.
That's right. Yes, sir.
So you got all these people sitting here and you ain't got but 3 languages sitting up on this 2 and they don't speak it. Only a few people that speak Latin, Greek, and a few people speak Abari. The rest of them speak other languages. Mizraim is not the same language. That's why Yahushua could talk and we wouldn't know what he was saying, because we don't speak Mizraim. These white folks ain't talking now. A white man wrote your book, gave you your book back, and just told you what he needs you to know. These are the 2 languages he make these are 3 languages he make a fool out of you. With education, you're gonna get Greek. When it come down to education, you're gonna get Latin in the courtroom, and you're gonna get shitted when they give you Hebrew.
That's right. That's right.
Those are 3 languages he gonna shit you with. Cause he know you ain't gonna say, you're not thinkers. White people took that from us. Your mind ain't taught to think. What book curriculum they give you a book and tell you, take this book and think outside that book? Not doing that. Whatever it say in that book, that's what it is.
Right.
That's the course. They give you the book, that's the course. That's it. And we'll be sticking with that. And when you get outside that, you're gonna be graded wrong. Because they teach you that because they need you to conform to their Bible too. Y'all know how many old people you go say that word, they say, oh baby. You say, let me see that, Miss Old Lady. Let me scratch. Whoa, no, Jesus, no. No, you can't scratch that, no. That's my God's word. He played you. The only reason the white man let you get an education so he could play you. How much sense it take to give you Jesus, give you church, and give you that book and you can't read? I can't get you to get my fear. So I got to educate you so you can get the fear I need you to have. Huh? Come on, folks. Hey, what do y'all think? Come on, folks. That's how they do. That's how they get you. It's not hard to see how we've been played. The hard thing for our people is to make the adjustment it take and break away from the mindset. Huh? White people don't like me. My own people don't like me. White people don't like me for a good reason. They don't like me for the fact I try to make my people think. I take them, let them read something, say, now does it make common sense that these people were speaking a language they can? How did you read? How many of y'all come out of Christian church, they told that today they were speaking in tongue in an unknown language? And now, nothing's changed, just showing you how people can pull the wool over your eyes while you looking at something and you still can't catch it. That's how bad the mind, that show you how bad the psyche is of our oppressor. If they ain't enough to make you break away from it, I don't know what else to tell you.
Right.
The fact that we bought in, these people were speaking and nobody know what they were saying. Blah, 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 blah. Where did it say that at?
They don't.
It don't even make, and the people clearly told you, we hear them speaking, hey, they speaking in my language. He said, hey, they speaking in mine too.
Right.
I can hear them in my language.
Right.
That's what they were looking at. How is Elohim gonna get? How is he gonna get kabul from this when none of us know what he's talking about?
Right.
How is this gonna build us up when we don't even know what they're saying?
Right. Right.
But I know God. I ain't gotta know what they're saying. I know God. I know stupid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know stupid. You know God. I know stupid. That's definitely stupid.
Yeah.
So that's what we try to enlighten our people to try to understand. That, y'all hear this? Let me show you something. Go back to 1 and 19, same book. I'm trying to get y'all finished. Get home, give me something to eat. Who know what I'm gonna do with that?
Yeah.
I'm a him till I can't hemp no more.
That's it.
Hemp till I can't hemp no more. CBD. Is that right? Well, 1 and 19? 11, 17. Go to 17, 16. Okay. That's good. Listen.
Anashim and Akim, this katab must needs.
That's 17 you read or 16?
16.
17.
Yes, sir.
That'll be fine. Come on.
For he was numbered with us and had obtained part of this shara.
He received his share in this service. In the shara, which is to serve. That's all a minister means, to serve. Behold,
This Ish purchased a field with the reward of iniquity, and falling headlong, he burst asunder in the midst, and all his bowels gushed out.
in the middle, his intestines gushed out. Okay.
And it was known unto all the dwellers at Jerusalem, insomuch as that field is called in their proper tongue, Asiladama, that is to say.
Kakeldama. How you pronounce that, Bosh? Would you say that? Kakeldama. That is the field of blood. See the dam for blood? Kakeldama. Cock-a-doodle-doo, nigga. All right, 20.
For it is Katab in the Sefer
What happened?
of Tahalim, let his habitation be desolate,
Lie waste.
and let no Ish dwell therein, and his bishopric let another take.
And let another take his office. They put bishop in there because white people had to justify the Catholic Church. That's why they'll tell, most of y'all don't know, they'll try to tell you that Cuff, who they call Peter, was the first pope. Most of y'all don't know, when you see the Pope wears a ring. He'll tell you that's Cuff ring. Everyone that hold that office has to wear that ring. They'll tell you this cover, damn ring, nice, shiny, and damn thing, you had to make about a 4 millennium life to pay that thing off. And where Cuff get it from?
Right.
White folk, they make a fool. They'll tell you the first, and they'll tell you they were bishops. That's why they'll tell you in your book, it'll say, and let another take a bishopric. That's not written because it don't exist. That's Catholic. Yeah, that's how you get it. These preachers be running Catholic. I'm a bishop because you got it from Catholicism.
Wow.
You got it from a made-up religion that tell lies and you thinking you're doing something.
That's right.
I don't have no such stuff. Man, that's why I take his office.
That's right.
That makes no sense, but that's what they'll tell you anyway. Hold on for a second. Hold stop. Let me the Greeks record. What did the Greeks record? This is what the Greeks record. They're the Greeks now. And let not be, and let not be the one dwelling in it. That's talking about his place, let nobody stay in that place. And his bishop let receive another. This the Greeks. The Greeks writing is older than King James Version. The Greeks didn't even record bishop because they know that's Latin, which means the Latin Catholic Christian Church gave you the word bishop. And these preachers walk around this damn collar, all that huffing and puffing, can't damn breathe, making fools out of people trying to tell them they in the Bible. That's foolishness. But we didn't know no better. We went with it too. That's how they get you. You had to go to school and they had to teach you English disciplines. They had to teach it to you so you'll conform when you read.
That's right.
You've been taught. They need to put you in school to teach you, to get you here. That's how they dominate. Listen, religion is a superior ruler of everything out here. Ain't nobody here ruling without a religion.
True.
Nobody. Everybody got a religion.
True.
China got the #1 economy in the world. No religion.
Buddhism. Buddhism.
They all got a religion. Everybody subscribes to, there's nobody here no subscribe to no deity out here ruling.
That's right. That's right.
If you're a minor.
That's right.
Every major ruler here, they ruling up under some kind of supreme, they're gonna call themselves under some supreme deity.
That's right.
We rule, we're under deity.
That's right.
That's what they do. These folks don't realize what sports about. It's about the gods fighting.
That's right.
They said, Zeus them sent Hercules down here. Help save the world and help save this stuff. What you think these people about? The Latin and Greeks all got the same privilege. They stole it from us.
That's right.
They sent Hercules, a son. A man child to come down here was gonna be stronger and different than any other kids. They stole it from us.
Stole it.
That's their whole, listen, that's their whole, they're all thieves, they're robbers. That's why they give you Robin Hood. White folks ain't never stole nothing to help nobody.
That's right.
White people steal to help themselves. Robin Hood that ain't even a good comedy. That's a bold-faced lie. When white people ever been recorded for running, taking stuff to get to help poor people? When they did in the project, what happened to our homes?
Broke up.
White people, they never took money and gave us nothing. That's a lie.
That's right.
You don't subscribe to no lie. See, the Greeks didn't even record it. That just show you how ignorant our people. I showed them that. I don't know what Tony Smith doing. He working some kind of devil. You know how dumb ass people are.
That's right.
How I'm working on something, I'm telling you where I'm reading, your ass reading it too. This ain't mine. Yo, I'm showing you in your book and don't record it. Yeah, it's some kind of demonic. And them people that are so possessed with Tony Smith, they can't think for themselves. Your dumb ass still saying that people walk around an unknown tongue.
That's right.
They wrong book don't even record it.
That's right.
I still, but you know what's insulting? The fact they talking about the dumb ass spake. I'm trying to look at these dumb asses.
Yeah.
Come on. Showing you had to be more than 3. Listen, therefore it was necessary
Of these unashamed which have accompanied with us all the time.
that one of the unashamed who has accompanied us all the Yamin that our done.
Yahushua went in and out among us.
That's important. Why is that important?
Because Musha asked him.
He beat you. I got you. I heard you. Let me see what Jahid would say. What you say, Jahid? Yeah, you don't try to quote. He's trying to quote book. Lee got right to the point. What Musha jump on talking about? Get me Bamar Bar 20. They ain't had no chapter word. Just call the book, man. What did it say, man? Man, read. But no, that's right. Because Musha, that's important. Because Musha asked Yahushua to set an ish over the Adar that can go in and that can go out among us. See, even you see what they asked for? Somebody had to witness that.
That's right.
And he said who?
Yahushua.
That's why it made sense. So the purpose of getting these people, these 12 shalakim, that they're going to call apostles, because they were witnesses. They were getting people, like they said, somebody who's been here the whole time. If you remember, Yeshayahu already told them what the problem was going to be, which was what? So I'm going to get somebody who ain't seen it, wasn't there? We need people that were there. That's why he said, which one of these men who've been with us the entire time? While he went in and out from among us. Let's see what happened. 22. Go ahead.
Beginning
See, Barashit. With
the immersion of Yuchanan
until,
that same Yahudym that he was taken up from us.
see, that's what they're looking at. We need somebody who been here from his immersion to the time he was taken up. Let's see what happened.
Must one be ordained
One of these should become,
to be a witness with us,
see that, a witness with who?
us, of his resurrection.
From the moon. All right. Come on. They
Appointed to Joseph called Barsabbas, who was surnamed Justus, and Matthias
Yasos,
Justus,
or they gonna put Yastos. Put justice is what they put,
yes, sir,
because they don't have no J. So they replaced the J. They put the J for the Y. Go ahead. French.
and Mattheyahu,
And Mattheyahu. They said Matthias. But they said name was Mattheyahu. All right.
and they Palal and said, Thou, Adon, which knoweth the lob of all Anashim, shew whether of these two thou hast chosen,
Which one of these two you chose? All right.
that he may take part of this Shara,
That's right. Or
and
they're serving.
Shalak, from which Yehuda by transgression fell, that he might go.
No. Well, you said what you. They say he turned aside to go to his own place. They say he fell. He said basically turn aside, which makes sense, because they weren't supposed to turn to the right hand or to the left. That's important because he told them to say. Six and 16. Yahweh. I was gonna get you 30 and 5 of Yeshayahu, but don't worry about it. Yahweh. They call it Jeremiah 16. 6:16. Uh, 6 and 16. Because that's dropped down 17, 18. That's it. All right, 6:16. Yahu. What does it mean, young people? What do it mean, Buck? Yahu. That's tight. What do it mean? Speak up. No, that's a name. We getting close. We got a book. Who remember what Yahu mean? What do it mean, Michael? That's right. It means Yahuwah be exalted. Ram. Remember the Ram is exalted. Okay? All right, listen.
Thus said Yahuwah, stand ye in the Darakim,
He actually told them to stand by the Darakim, the ways. And
see,
you were supposed to look. And
ask for the ancient, where is the tube way, and halak therein,
walk in it.
and ye shall find rest for your nefash. But they said, we will not halak therein.
So let me ask you a question. What were they going to walk at? Okay, don't worry about it. Let's go back. The first chapter of the book of Exodus of the Apostles. Where we left off at? Look.
25.
To receive the share of this Sharath, which is their ministry service, and the Shalaketh for apostleship, from which Yehuda
Turned aside
to go.
to his own Malchus.
That's what they do. He just told them to stand by the ways and just look. Ask for the ancient. Where's the one that's two? And then he told them to walk in it.
Right,
But they didn't do it.
right.
So what did they do?
Turned aside.
They went to their own place. They turned aside. That's how they do it. The people go their own way. That's what Yehuda do it. He's trying to show you. That's where the error gonna come in at. All right, let's see what happened. 26.
And they gave forth their lots, and the lot fell upon Mattheyahu, and he was numbered with the 11 Shalakim.
Okay. 27. That's it. Goodness. So 14. Back up to 11, 13 right quick. 12, 13. 13. Yep, 13. Listen.
And when they were come in, they went up into the upper room, where abode both Cuff and Jacob, and Yahudym, and Andrew, Philip, and Thomas, Bartholomew, and Matthias, Jacob the ben of Alphaeus, and Shimon Zealous, and Yehuda the Ak of Jacob.
Okay. 14.
These all continued with one accord in law and supplication with the Nashim and Marim, the aim of Yahushua, and with his Akim.
Mm-hmm.
And in those Yamim Cuff stood up in the midst of the Talmudim and said, the number of Shem together were about 120.
Let's show you how many different people were there. Even when they recorded those people, it was more than them. When they tell you how many people with all those different nationalities, it had to be more than them. They had 120 people right there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There were that many different nationalities there.
Right.
That all those people spoke and they heard them. That's how we know there's no way possible you could have just had 3 titles up on that,
Right.
3 names on that tablet.
Right.
Because all those people didn't speak the language. So you're gonna go with the most known, the most popular language. That's just common sense. Hello? I know it don't mean nothing to y'all, don't worry about it. Just believe in 3. And just believe in 3. But see, they don't teach you to think, they just teach you to follow.
Right. Right.
Any idiot can do that. It takes something to sit down and think, to start considering. Remember, they only gave you their book to oppress you. That's just, man, I'm gonna give it to you in pressure, so how much information they gonna give you? It's proven that these people can't think. When you walk around, they tell you they're a bishop and all this stuff, a deacon, it's not even recorded. No, they gave it to them, they know it for people that can't think. They organized and set their churches up according to the thing that the Catholic Church established. It's still this day, it's still ruling. I'm here to tear it down. That's right, tear it down and root it up.
That's right.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Come on, let the 2 Corinthians right quick. I'm sorry, yes, Yahoo. I try to finish y'all up, get y'all out a little time, and get y'all out a little early. I know y'all tired. I gotta go and tell them lies. You back to lying. Live a lie.
That's right.
Isn't that right? Start telling them lies, that's why you live a lie.
That's right.
Want to live the might.
Yes, sir.
That's how you're gonna be free.
That's right.
A lot of people live lies.
That's right.
That's why I just keep it real. I'm the same.
Come on.
I ain't trying to swap and be that too hard. You gotta keep up all them different personalities. Trying to play that schizophrenic shit. Gotta have all them different driver licenses. I ain't got time for that stuff, man.
Yep.
Got about 5 or 6, 7 meals. Every one of your personality want to eat something different. I feed one nigga when I sit down. The other 6, hell, they gonna have to starve. I ain't trying to feed them. Isn't that right? Gotta work 6 or 7 jobs. All of them got different jobs. Your ass don't never get no rest. That's a man. You go act the fool, but you ain't got but one job. Your ass know what you do. Ain't nothing wrong with your ass. Like schizophrenic shit. Isn't that right? You ought to be putting on more than 1 pair of clothes. That's before think about that shit. And that ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. All them personalities. Surely y'all want to change clothes. Y'all can't all like the same thing, can you? 53. No, we gotta go back there. Okay, it ain't better. 52. We like 10, 9. 10. All right. All right, let's see what happens. Yahuwah has
made bare his Kadash arm
where?
in the oon of all the Goyim.
That makes sense?
Yes,
all
sir.
the nations, different nations were going to be there and see him. That's right. So it's going to make sense. They got to understand it. That
and all the ends of the Arat shall see the Yeshua of Elohim.
the reason they were going to
Elohim.
see it because everybody was going to be there. Now, what sense is going to make it just have 3 languages up on the tablet? Everybody gonna be here and gonna see it, and only 3 people gonna be on the 3 nationalities gonna understand it. Right. Everybody see it had to understand it. That's why all of them show up, because they knew they had to make those appointments 3 times a year. I know they coming. I have saved them, and that's why Yeshayahu told them, who has believed it? Because they're hearing it before it happened. Who believed that you saved them? It hadn't happened yet. But he let them know what was going to happen. That he was going to make bear his kudash in the eyes of all the goyim.
That's right.
That would appoint to sit here at my.
Right.
That's how we know his right arm. People do that today. They'll say, come on, man. That's my right hand man. Wow. Is that literally their right hand?
No.
That person got my full confidence. Isn't that right? That person who I trust.
That's right.
Why we say today somebody right hand man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you got a right hand.
Yeah.
Right.
That's who I entrust.
That's right.
53-1. Man, these people know if you sound and teach our people right, you'll want to break away from them. You learn this and you still want to go serve these people, you ain't learning. You're going backwards. You're going backwards. It teach you, I got to break away from it. It don't make sense. He told me, you know the might going to make you free. They'll make them still go back to slavery, still go back to abuse. They ain't in the mind. They ain't living it. Schizophrenic ass. 53-1, listen. Who?
Hath among our report,
Now it makes sense. Who believed our message? And
to whom is the arm of Yahuwah revealed.
that's why he asking, who's seen it? He said he gonna make it bear. He said, who's seen it? Let's see what he gonna do.
For he
For-
shall grow up before him as a tender plant,
Or shoot. And
as a root out of a rot.
parched ground.
He hath no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him.
There's no appearance that we should desire him. He
Is despised and forsaken of Anashim, a ish of sorrows, and acquainted with grief.
You said a moose?
That's right. That's right.
That's what he just told you. A moose.
That's right.
That's all he's trying to tell you. This is our moose. He had anxieties. Your ass on a pill. He didn't take no pill for it. He looked at that with his job. That was the job he had. He had anxieties about it. He was a man acquainted with grief and sorrow. He couldn't be nobody but our moose. I got to come and tell these people this stuff. You got to go over city and just weep, anxiety. I got to tell y'all what's getting ready to happen to y'all. That what's going to come in your day because you didn't know. You thought that was something he was excited running to tell the people? It was a burden to him. He's like, this grief. I'm coming to get these like somebody paid. You got to go tell somebody child paid. They don't know. They look at you like, what? And you looking like, I did not want to be the one to tell them this. And you got to look these people in the face and tell these people, they'll say Yahuwah. And this ain't going to be no news that's going to make them feel better. This was a book about burden. It was grief and anxiety. He done told these folks, he said, what you see? Summer fruit. They know what that means. I mean, that's good. That man gathering in summer, I mean, that's what you reap in after your labor. He said, good. He said, because they ain't passing by no more. He said, in all the places where they sing and they having shusha, it's going to be wailing and howling. He had to go and tell these people that. Don't y'all know that's when we were getting ready, that's when we have our festival,
Right.
Kagi,
Right.
is when we bring in the harvest. Look at when we do it. How does it make sense to have a festival you have nothing to eat? They'll have a festival down here, they're going to have food. They'll have stands set up because it's a festival. It's a celebration. And now these people been told during the celebration of them gathering, he says it's going to be howling. It's in our feast, we're going to be crying for a feast, a muhad. He said, I won't pass by him anymore. He said, the end done come on him. And he had to be the one to come tell them. When they getting ready to take in, looking at, man, the muhad getting ready to come up, boy, we finna have a time. Woo, boy, we gonna be eating. And he's sitting here looking at, I ain't gonna tell these people, it's gonna be bad, this muhad. This gonna be the end he gonna bring in on us. And he looked at, I gotta bear that burden on me. See, they knew about burden from beasts. That's what you loaded, camels and asses. You loaded them. That's called a burden. You put that weight on them, they had to carry them. That's what they gave you when Balaam with his ass, how his ass turned aside. His ass didn't want to tell him that. That was a burden. He finally had to break down and ask him why was he hitting him. He had to let him know what was right there in the way. I hate to tell it to you. Got anxiety. He ran and tried to get out of it. He tried to run from the job, but Yahuwah just made it straight. He just straightened away for him. He couldn't go nowhere. Eventually, he just had to break down and tell him. You notice he fell down his foot. Now some folks say, man, I just had to break down and tell you. That's what the ass had to do. Ass with donkeys are known for carrying burdens.
Right. Right. That's right.
I don't know what the folk were thinking. They know that what you get donkey for, they'll carry burdens.
It's the burden. That's
You loaded them heavy in the time they do them in the cowboy day when they were mining or whatever you're doing. They're the better animals to load down. They're known for carrying weight.
That's right.
That's what man looked at.
Yeah.
That's why he told him, reproach him that reproach thee.
Fell on me.
He was a donkey. He carried the load. It's tight.
Right.
That's tight. See, the people who would have read this, who would have already knew when Yeshua who were talking, sounds like a moose, a ish of sorrows and grief. Sound like a moose. That's why he asked them, who do Anashim said I am? One of the Nabaim. One of them. It definitely makes sense. You one of them. Like stuff always bothering, like you always got something bothering you. Man acquainted with sorrow and grief. Hello?
Yes, sir.
That's why when we seen him, you ain't gonna believe what we did. We hid our face. Oh shit, he come. You trying to get away. Nobody want to see that joker. When he come, you always got to say, ain't nothing coming in your favor.
That's right.
Right.
Saying like Mick Y'all. I mean, Malak didn't want to see him with Yasharal. He said he ain't never got nothing to say. He never said, not concerning me. He never had nothing to say. Who want to see him? Nobody want to see that guy. Man, I'm studying that joker. Nah, he ain't even paying no attention when he come by. You don't even want to see him because you already know what he coming with. See, the people that watched, that's how they knew. They that watched, he said, they knew it was Yahuwah. They knew it was Yahuwah's salvation.
Yes, sir.
He had delivered us. He had saved us. And he was coming to justify and to vindicate Jerusalem. I don't know. Listen, at the end of the day, goal number one, make sure we're right. That's going to tell us make sure we get the Ruach HaKodesh. Okay? The goal is to try to make sure all of us work together to try to make this happen. We got a lot of different mindsets, a lot of different stuff going on, but I'm going to get rid of them people anyway. It's got to happen. At the end of the day, everybody got to lock down and consider for themselves, okay?
Yes, sir.
Everybody done screwed up. Everybody did something. You either going to make it from that or you going to let that take you down and take you out.
That's right.
Ain't going to be my problem. That's at the end of the day. I got to pass, you got to pass. Problem to come when your past steal your future. Okay? That's at the end of the day. If you let somebody hold something, let me ask something. Have you ever did something using elementary? Bad? You going to let somebody, you still in elementary? Are you still in elementary? You still doing what you did in elementary? Why would you let somebody hold that over you? I just use her for example. That's how you got to do it. If I ain't doing it no more, you ain't going to hold it over my head.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, if you let somebody hold something on your head, you done done, you ain't done more, that's your stupidity. You ain't dragging me with you. Not my problem. We got to pass.
Yeah.
If I ain't still doing it, how I'm going to let you hold? You're not going to hold over my head.
Right.
And that's something you want to cling hold to. You can hold to it. That's you. I know what I'm living. Everybody here, you should know what you're living.
That's right.
That's right.
Having a past ain't bad as you think. It gives you an opportunity to realize I got something I know not to go do again.
Yeah.
There's some stuff in my life, I ain't doing it.
That's right.
Listen, ain't no chance, ain't no way. Listen, I had the man. I ain't even looking for no forgiveness. I'm not going back.
Not having.
Listen, when something really gets you to a point, you're convicted, you got to mind that. All that shit for tomorrow, I keep going, I go back, because you ain't learned.
That's right.
You ain't convicted.
That's
You
right.
good with it.
That's
you get
right.
where you ain't good with it. You don't want to go back.
That's right.
That stuff out there, I ain't going back. That's over with.
Oh,
Man, please, listen, I don't even waste my time.
that's right.
Ain't that right? Listen, When you get it, you realize where you have to start over and try to recount your days and try to get back to where you were. You never get back where you're going. So it's always that fight to try to reach somewhere you don't reach. So once you get past and you get that time, you look at, I can't go back. It's too hard to get back up. You never recover.
Yeah.
You never recover. It don't matter what you don't recover. It's like, I can't get back down, but I'm working to make sure I don't never get back down now. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you set a better feet at where you at. I'm being honest with you. I got scars. We all get scars. They're there for a reason. Teach you not to go back. Mm-hmm. Some of these people are dumbasses. They don't learn. They'll keep doing the same dumb, stupid shit that don't make no sense because you ain't learn. You don't take it serious. Listen, you got to make up your mind. Do you believe? Mm-hmm. I believe. It don't make sense. I got to wear it to things I do. To do that is to say I don't believe. And I believe. So I can't do it. I ain't gonna mess with a sister. I ain't gonna mess with somebody else. It just mean I don't believe. But I believe. Then don't do it. Mm-hmm. I can go and get drunk. But to do it is to say I don't believe. Because he told me be not drunk with wine wherein is excess. Yep. But be filled with the Ruach.
Yeah.
But since I believe, guess what? I ain't even no question. Why not though? I can't see why. Of course you can't. You ain't trying to be saved.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I struggle with alcohol.
Yeah.
I ain't drank, I drunk.
That's right.
Some folks that used to drink, I drunk.
That's right.
I ain't trying to go back down.
That's right.
It's too much it's just too much stuff. It just put you too far back. I ain't interested.
That's
but
right.
That gotta be you. You gotta have your own mindset on, I believe.
Come on.
So if I believe, that's why I gotta show some evidence to it. Mm-hmm. It can't just be with my mouth. I don't be doing what I'm supposed to do, but I believe. You are a liar.
That's right.
You are a liar and you don't believe. If you believe, you don't do it. Y'all ain't got to be there to see. I ain't worried about what y'all see. I'm worried about me and this man relationship. Nobody got to follow. Anybody come around me you want to. You don't throw me off. I know what I'm living. Ain't nobody going to come around and bust me out and show me up. Ain't no secret email, text message, phone message. Nobody going to bust. Do y'all think these folks will let me get up here and they know something on me? Y'all to entertain that dumb shit if you want to. Oh, Tom Smith ain't fooling about it. Well, go on the show, unfool them then. Unfool them and present your evidence. Don't be stupid. No good on a lot of damn thing they got out here. No good why they supposed to say let me get away with nothing. It just come down to a point you got to start measuring out what do you believe. Then there should be some evidence. You got to start comparing. If you believe, you can't do it. It goes contrary to. People don't believe, don't get mad with them. You just make sure you stay a believer. These folks want to screw their ass up, make a fool out of themselves. Then you still, the bad part is, it ain't just screwing yourself up with people. It's the fact you got to meet this man in judgment. Pick me up right quick, 9:27, try to let y'all go. Arboretum, they call Hebrew. We'll try to let y'all go. Come on, dig in your pocket, get some money. Or some lint. Put the lint in your other pocket. That's what I got to worry about. Nine and 27. Listen.
And as it is appointed unto the Beni of Adam once to move.
That makes sense. So you got to look at that. We following the same pattern. Adam had to move. He told the Yahudym that he meant Qatar. We inherited that from the Abba. So it makes sense. It's as it appointed unto men once to die. It make a difference. You go back to Adam because it was appointed to Adam to die too. He said, the Yahudym you eat of it, he said, you're going to surely move. So we the beneath of it. So now, you know what? I got blood pressure I struggle with. Some of y'all have blood pressure, diabetes. You know where they'll go back and start giving, when you fill out your history, medical history, what they start asking you about? Family, did anybody in your family? Because you know what? They're going to associate it too. You got heart problem, they're going to know, did your father or mother have heart problem? Did their father, mother, did your maternal grandparent? Because you say, well, you know what? My grandmama did have heart problem. That's where you got it from. So now you inherited something from them. That's why you get the medical record, trying to show you you've inherited an illness because of them. Well, he just told you this illness we got called moot. He said, as it is appointed for the benim of Adam to what?
Moot.
It was given that man, he had to die. One time. After this
Mosh pot.
comes the judgment. He said, after that, I'm going to try you after that. So let's see what happened.
So Mashiach was once offered to bear the kataim of many.
See that? So here it says, so the Mashiach also having been offered one time to bear the kataim of many. I said sin kata. Kataim would be sinners, correct? Sin, what they put, I'm missing. Kit, kit, all right, cot, they put the E in now, cot, all right. Of many.
And unto them that look for him shall he appear the second time without kata unto Yeshua.
See that? And this shall appear a second time for salvation without sin kata to them that look for him. So that means they have your call, which means they that wait for him. They that trust in him. These are the people he's going to appear to the second time. For other people, he's going to appear to them to condemn them. That's the mosh pot. He'll be condemning them. These are the two choices you got. You got to get yourself right and make sure you're among, because those are people he's going to appear to. So it's going to be an appearance that you're going to see two different things. Just like it was when he came to Mizraim. It was light or in Mizraim, in Goshen. It was dark in Mizraim. They had two appearances, darkness for them. But for us, he was our Ur. Y'all got that? Two appearances. For us, we saw Ur. They saw dark. They saw Kashah. Y'all got it? So you got to make up your mind what side y'all on. You don't let nobody have to push you, make it. You got to consider for yourself. I know a lot of y'all here got secret lives. Y'all got stuff you still playing around with. You trying to see what you can get over. Tell you what y'all do. Keep that penis out your hand up to wash it. Tuck it and put it in your drawer somewhere. Do not pull on that pecker and put no moisturizer on it. It's best to leave. I'm just man, don't play. I'm tell you what, don't get. I mean, it is funny, but at the same time, keeping it real with you. I know what it's like. It's struggle. I used to do that stuff too. Now I ain't gonna be lying. I used to masturbate. I've been there. Don't think nobody ain't been there. I've been there. You gotta get your mind set on set your affection on things above, not on things on the right. It's hard, but you can do it.
Yes, sir.
The more you give them to it, you can play it like y'all went and got that little clitoris. You can't play that thing like no banjo. Old MacDonald had her for me. She be coming around the mountain when she, yeehaw! You can't play with it.
That's right.
You can't play. You gotta cut that thing. You gotta leave it alone. It's tight. Wash it, clean it, damp round it, put it up. Put it up. It's funny, but I gotta say stuff. It's real though.
Yes,
It's supposed to, you don't know one in here. It's tight. Man, your body, and see, it's part of the punishment we gave our bodies out when we weren't supposed to.
yeah.
Mr. Yahuwah make you suffer for it. Well, now I ain't gonna never get him out. Don't try to put that shit on him you don't get about. You gotta have an appearance too now. Nobody walking around now. Folks will get manure because you can grow something with it. Nobody want no pig shit. Who you know collect pig shit? Nobody. You gotta make yourself presentable. That man, I know nobody don't want me. Hell, do you want you? Don't be trying to push on nobody else.
Yeah.
You gotta carry yourself like something. That man out there. Make yourself look up and get yourself an appearance and make yourself carry yourself like it. And don't be gonna get married and feel like go shoot yourself to shit and like somebody gotta keep you. Oh, they tight now. All right, make yourself there behind it though, ain't it? What it took to get them and take to keep them. Once I get on, let myself go. Don't mess around and get let go. I ain't gonna take your ass on the website and let go. That being on it though. Y'all like that? That's tight. Soon they clap, Shaquille come here and get money. That's tight. Woo! Watch out to steal from the rate. But you good to do that. Hey, would have do it and ran. Hey, why that knee feeling? No, the other one. But I tell y'all what, man, y'all, you know, we laugh and have fun, but Y'all get serious about living right, though. I mean that. Y'all get real serious. I know single folks here, you ain't just got to grab nobody, have nobody tell the first thing to do. See, I didn't really get to do it, but I did. It was short-lived for me. You really do need time for yourself first. People don't believe it. I'm being honest with y'all. You do. A lot of y'all look at, oh, I've been by myself too long. It's like I've been on it. Let me tell you what happened with a lot of people. These married people can be out there with. I don't even want to get involved, but I'm talking. A lot of times you'll go and you'll get in a relationship when you haven't really had time with yourself to really examine yourself, know what do you need? Where are you at? I'm telling you something, it's a lot of dysfunctional marriages. Because you got people, what you can't pull in no marriage no year, I need to grow. I feel like you can't pull that shit. I'll set that with a butcher knife. What you need? Shall cut your heart out. Don't play with me, sit up here. Pull that last minute shit, no 10, 15, talking about, yeah, I just feel like I don't know myself. Shit, I don't know you either. Get your ass out of here. I mean, I'm telling you, all right, it is, if I'm glad we can laugh about it, but people tell the truth, a lot of folks grow in marriage. It's dangerous a lot of times because some people it don't do well with everybody. And some people don't grow right in marriage. You can't pull that childlike shit if you're in a marriage. You got to grow up and you got to get yourself together. It's good to know yourself. And being by yourself, what it teach you, you learn how to operate by yourself and for yourself. So you kind of have an idea when you get with somebody, I'm pretty much proficient in a lot of areas. So getting with you should be an enhancement. I ain't got time to get pulled down and I ain't looking for nobody to drag me and carry me. I can come in functioning. Walk in on how to cut a stove on and shit. Done put 4 eggs on the stove and the skill ain't on the damn egg, still inside the shell. That's bad, man. And they got a fork just scramble them damn thing. They ain't, you know what I'm saying? They'll be done in a little bit. You look at that, you be like, yeah, come on, get your shit. We finna go. Bring them eggs too. I don't even want them back in the refrigerator because you done confused them. Egg dense as hell in that roll around that pan. I'm telling you, man, y'all get it. Yeah. It's good y'all can laugh now. When you in it, it ain't no laugh now. You ain't got time to get no man. You find you don't marry no boy. You need a man. You need a man that already know himself and know what he gonna do. You need no man I'm trying to find my. See that shit you do when you want to be a Buddhist monk. You know what I'm saying? Don't wear no drawers and put you on a house sheet and walk your ass up a mountain somewhere. You don't play that stuff in no marriage. Nobody got time for that stuff. You can't pull no baby stuff, man. I don't let park and I don't go to my house. I just sit there and watch. The hell you say, I'm going home. I keep the same speed. I'm going home. Hey, don't play that stuff, just park. I just sit outside my house for hours and just look. Your ass need to get committed. You need to have your ass in the house somewhere washing your ass so you can go to sleep. I ain't got time to be sitting down on the street just watching my house for no while. That's crazy. Dysfunctional. I don't know. Everybody different. My ass go home. I don't be having time. I don't be parking down no street thinking and man, I'm going home the same gas speed. I'm heading home. I ain't got time for no shit like that. But see, folks will do that stuff. Y'all gotta make sure folks, a lot of these single folks, a lot of times you just don't know. Sometimes you do better by yourself. Sometimes you get folks and folks wear you out. Get you down there and turn your ass to a little love machine now. You can't keep up. Be tight. You've been just sitting around. Every 5 minutes. Man, I married that joker like who that was? What that girl? Holly Berry married that boy. She had to divorce him. It's had a sex edition. Yeah. That's all right. I'm trying to tell you, make sure what you get now. You ain't get somebody to marry you to I don't want to have no sex. No, we ain't. I tell you, we ain't even married. Don't worry about it. They married this. They tell you can't marry. Talking about what you talking about? You married to death do apart. You don't say. Like that. Interesting. Interesting. Nah, I got time for that stuff, man. Y'all better be thinking about what y'all be doing here. Oh, get in here and want to play that kid shit, then start how I know. You supposed to still take care of me. You supposed to still, don't play that stuff. You put out or get out. That's all right. Y'all hear me? Unless you don't went had an accident and they had to cut you off from up here and down, Then I'm gonna find a doctor go and put that damn thing back on. You might not be as tall as you used to be. But we gotta get them, at least them must gotta get back on. We can't let everything. I said, Doc, if you can just put that much on. I ain't asking for much. I don't want to ask for the whole, just to get me at least this much back. That's because I care. See what I'm saying? I don't just think it's just for me. You know what I'm saying? It help you too. Y'all all right? Y'all are the chain around here, boy. Woo, man, I tell you, that place here, they ain't even take my money yet. Y'all all right? Y'all take my money? Appreciate it. Oh, here. Oh, here. Man, the wet basket been wet. All right, everybody all right? All right, we appreciate it. Give Mr. Yahuwah a hand clap. We say Mr. Yahuwah, stand for you. Cut my shirt. I thought we even. It's not. We finna get ready to go, yeah. Oh, you gonna get you another rest? I don't know. He said, I finna get a little rest for. How you coming on, CJ?